that song does give you a good welcome back to R&B song. Now, I put it out on our chat line, and I said, your thoughts about the song. Oh my God, Casey and JoJo, their vocals are just good. I'm glad they are being true to the authenticity of true R&B. We are missing this in this generation.
Oh, thank you.
So folks don't feel
so
this
hard.
song.
You know how hard it is on the R&B artist. You do know, God.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah. You know, I mean, R&B ain't no easy sell now. You know, and it does help when you title the song "Phone Sex." I mean, come on. I mean, although it had some other meaning to the song, but when you first hear phones, I'm like, oh, okay, I might engage in a little of that. But I do hear the Telly Riley, you know, the New Jack Swing type of a sound in it. Got a little Roger on the, you know, I mean, it's just a lot of
box he got.
it's just a lot of variables that were successful R&B, you know, music when R&B was thriving. So I mean, you were hitting it, you know, on chord with that. So. And he's still talking here on chat about your sound. So sitting behind, who wrote the song? I mean, when you're thinking about what you're going to sing about, you know, how do you collaborate and how do you get that?
Well, it's usually through conversation, what you're going through, what you're dealing with. You know.
It's the easiest way to write. I find as a songwriter, kind of deal with what you're going through, kind of derive from that. Kind of help you think of a nice story.
So is love songs better, or pain songs better? Which one?
I'm a lover. Love songs are better than that. I'm a Pisces. I hate that. I love so.
But women like to hear you better. Ask Keith Sweat. I mean, he became a big celebrity off begging, baby.
Keith,
baby.
You need a begging song, Keith. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do a begging song. But I mean. Let's go back to the channels of having success in the music business. What one or two or three specific things that you learned and that we can openly talk about? Because we have people who are interested in the industry and in the business. My son's friends always knocking at the door saying, Military.
Don't mess with him. Your son got talent. Tell him to get his own studio, get your stuff together, get your craft together. Don't worry about all this extra stuff. I tell my niece right now. She be coming to me with songs. For real. And I go home and she makes me literally cry. She's writing songs from top to bottom. I tell my brother, I say, don't worry about nothing. You need to get her own studio equipment, have her sitting out here writing her songs.
I mean, that sounds like it was an issue.
It is, though, because I've been in the industry since I've been a child. It's like, you know, if I sing with somebody, they'll be like, come on, I got you, I'll take your studio. And I never had a chance to really get myself together as an artist and as a songwriter until later in my career. And so I would tell anybody starting out, get yourself together, your company, your brand, and go ahead on and do it. And so by the time other people come in, they'll be like, oh, I respect. See, because if somebody takes your talent, you lose respect. But if you got that brand and you got that structure set up, they're going to respect you off. They're going to respect what you got going on. And take it more serious.
And then you have more. You know would you think you have more control? You know, in what you will take and what you will give.
Yeah, you definitely have some leverage. Just to touch on what he's saying, it's about empowering yourself and getting those resources for yourself. You know, because we have.
So that is what you all felt that you didn't do first time out.
Really empower ourselves and. You know, get the resources to where we can control and direct our brand and who we work with and get the business done. You know,
do you think it was because you were excited? I mean, it was something that you aspired to do, and you saw the attention. And I'm not saying that the wrong came through your relationship with him, but you got a chance to work with a Brian Michael Cox.
Oh yeah.
And so that brought on some excitement because I'm sure you did your research and found out who he was and how many #1 hits and Grammys he had received. So I'm like, oh my God, Brian Michael. So whatever when you're in that kind of vulnerable position, you think people take more advantage of you?
Yeah. Well, that was we caught the bus. I mean, we knew him. He family. We knew him from H-Town. You know what I'm saying? That was different. You know, it wasn't like a wild type factor thing with him. You know, because we had been recording since then. I mean, Matthew knows Beyonce. We know them. We from H-Town. We from Houston. So it was that circle, you know. Thursday nights, talent show, we there. You know, Matthew there, Beyonce come through, Dino there. You know, we had a chance to work with. You know,
that's the first person who was in the studio. Yeah.
Who was?
Dino from H-Town, the group H-Town, knocking the boots. Great singer,
Real
first
good
person. Yeah.
Talent shows.
So what age were you?
About 14.
Yeah, maybe
15,
ninth grade.
something like that.
Yeah. You know, we met Dino from H-Town. He introduced me to him. And then we've been rocking since then, but he was like, man, he's a great fit for you in Bayfoot. And so, you know, threw us in the studio, we started writing songs and taught us so much. Yeah, he did. So, it's just his journey. But yeah, that's the man right there. For real though. For real though, he can really, man, he can sing his little, that's good big.
So y'all still have relationships?
Yeah, with his brother. You know, he died in the car, but his brother Shazam and G.I., you know, those are our friends. Yeah.
I used to love playing Knocking Boots by this. Oh my God, that song was the song, right?
My joint by then was Sex Ball.
I don't know Sex Ball.
Yeah, that was on the second or third half.
Ooh, Knocking Boots was it. Got a chat from I Love Chase and ZY. What's ZY? Zandra.
Oh, okay,
See you guys at Signature Lounge on
Yes.
Friday. So y'all there on Friday? What
Performing
time?
on Friday,
It's
yeah.
Friday. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can plug that tape.
Okay, we can definitely do
Friday.
We have
that.
a show on Friday, R&B night.
At Signature?
At
Where's
Signature Lounge on 255 Trinity Avenue, down in Atlanta. It's pretty much R&B night, and they're doing a live performance there on Friday.
What time?
Between 9 and 3, they're gonna probably perform about midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to come through?
Have a little chair for Joyce. I mean, because that has been my thing. I love great music. I love good singing, and I love good performances. And you know, there was a time where it flourished. I mean, you could go to a Signature. You could go to a lot of places. I know Keisha Jackson did a birthday Aries, you know, celebration this past Sunday, and you vocalists out the yin yang were there. I know it would have been a good time if had I made it. I look for those kinds of spots, and I know that there is an audience that are always looking for those kinds of spots. There's an audience that want to hear, like you said, the music that you all have decided to come back and play. We got one more video. One more song, because I want my audience to get all of you. And number two, you got to get a title.
Work it out.
Work it out.
Work it out.
Woo.
Tell us about Work It Out.
Woo. Now this is a Brian Cox classic. It is, though. It's a Brian Cox traditional track. Classic track. And we wrote it with Adonis Stropshire, which he wrote. He got a lot of big records. He wrote a lot of. I don't even think of a record off my head right now, but he's a great songwriter. And work it out.
Work it out.
Good.
Here we go.
You're
You're hearing it first right here on FNDigitalLive.com on the Joyce Latell Show. Check it out. Let us know what you think.